Hey friends, my name is Nimi Vincent. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm here with you to teach the high school students about classification of computer languages. A computer system can be considered to be made up of two main components, the hardware and the software. So friends, what do you mean by hardware? All the physical devices such as the monitor, mouse, keyboard, and the CPU that we can touch and feel make the hardware components. But the hardware components alone cannot do anything. So these hardware components have to be given instructions to perform any kind of task. So how can it possible? Software comes here for this. Software is a set of programs and related data that are used to give instructions to the hardware. The professional computer programmers create software or computer programs. My dear friends, have you ever thought about how the computer programmers do this brilliant task of creating softwares? It's not at all an easy task. The computer programmers create the software or computer programs using computer languages. Let's learn more about computer languages and various types of software. There are two broad categories of computer languages. They are low-level languages and high-level languages. Low-level languages, these are the languages are designed for a particular computer architecture and are therefore often described as a machine-oriented languages. And these low-level languages can be divided into two categories. There are two types of low-level languages. The first one is machine language and the second one is assembly language. Machine language is the language in which instructions are given in the form of strings of zeros and ones. Because the computer is an electronic machine and it works on the electrical signals which has the two state on and off. On state is represented by the digit 1 and the off state is represented by the digit 0. So that's why the computer is following these two digits. They are called binary digits, zeros and ones. So the computer can understand and follow the instructions which are written only in the form of machine code, or we can say binary language. So hence, the machine languages are executed very fast as compared to the programs written in other languages like assembly language and any other high-level language. We will discuss it later in this video. Machine language programs are machine dependent. So what do you mean by machine dependent? It means the program written in machine language for one computer system may not work on another computer system because it's totally dependent on various computer machines. So it's a difficult task for the computer programmers to write the computer programs or the softwares by using machine language. because a complete knowledge of computer architecture is required to write a program in machine language. Now let's see the another category of low-level language, which is called assembly language. Assembly language is a language in which instructions are given in the form of abbreviated words called mnemonics. Mnemonics. Actually, the mnemonics are the code, the computer codes which are used to write the computer program and to create the softwares by using assembly language. We can see some examples of these mnemonics such as LD, MOV, add, and so on. Here the mnemonic, I mean the code LD, the letters LD, it represents load. So the mnemonic LD is used for loading a computer program. And the another mnemonic MOV, move, it's used for moving data. And for example, another mnemonic called add is used for adding data to calculate the sum. So here, instead of zeros and ones, mnemonics are used in assembly language, and it's easier to write a program in assembly language compared to machine language. However, just like machine language, a complete knowledge of the architecture of the processor and the computer is required for writing the programs in assembly language. So it's a difficult task for the computer programmers to create computer programs or the computer software by using assembly language. And the programs written in assembly language are not directly executable, and it requires a translator known as assembler. So assembler is the translator to convert assembly language into machine language or binary language, which is understood by the computer system. Now let's go in deeper about high-level languages. High-level language is a language in which programs are written using English-like words and mathematical symbols. Wow, it's so easy because it uses English-like words. So it's easier for programmers to write computer programs and to create softwares by using the high-level computer languages. Now let's have a look at the advantages of high-level languages. The first important advantage is understandability. From the word itself, we can know that the programs written in high-level languages are easier to understand. It's easier to read and understand compared to low-level languages like machine language and assembly language. Wow, so it's amazing, and it's easier for the programmers to create computer programs by using high-level languages. The next advantage of high-level language is debugging. Debugging means rectifying the errors or mistakes in the computer programs. So in the case of high-level languages, debugging is very easy for the programmers to find and remove errors in the programs. Another advantages of high-level languages, portability. Portability. It means the high-level language programs are machine independent. It means programmers do not require any details of computer architecture or the computer hardware structure to write these computer programs. Because the programs written using high-level languages for one computer system can be executed on any other computer system. Wow, that's amazing, right? And do you know the first high-level programming language is known as Planck Calcul. Planck Calcul, and it was created by the computer programmer Konrad Zuse. It's one extra information for you guys. Some examples for high-level languages are Basic, Fortran, Pascal, C, C++, Java, Visual Basic, Python, Delphi, Perl, PHP, Lisp, LISP, Prolog, Ruby, and so on. There are lots of high-level languages that the programmers are using nowadays. So PHP is widely used language for website development, and Lisp is a language used mostly in computer science research. Prolog is a general purpose logic programming language associated with artificial intelligence. So various programming languages are used for special purposes. Software can be created with the help of these high-level languages very easily. So here, the translators used for converting high-level language programs into machine language are known as compilers or interpreters. Now let's compare low-level language and high-level language. Number one, low-level languages are machine dependent. On the other hand, high-level languages are machine independent. Number two, a complete knowledge of computer architecture is required to write computer programs in low-level languages like machine language and assembly language. But the programmers do not require any kind of knowledge of computer architecture to write programs in high-level languages. Number three, it's very difficult for programmers to write computer programs in low-level languages, whereas it's easier to write the computer programs in high-level language. Number four, debugging is very difficult task for the programmers when they use low-level computer languages. But the programmers can do debugging very easily when they use high-level computer languages. My dear friends, I hope that you understood various types of computer languages and the differences between low-level languages and high-level computer languages. I believe that you like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel titled Nimi Vincent. Please don't forget to hit the bell notification icon and to post your valuable comments and suggestions. I'm eagerly waiting to read your comments and suggestions. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.